Welcome back to the home team. This month's high school feature is on the Westminster Wildcats senior boys basketball team.
Westminster Secondary School is a single-A school, and the boys' senior basketball team is not one that gets a lot of attention. But the team thrives on their underdog status and looks to create the success they've had in past seasons.
Yeah, so our school is a single-A school, so that's classified as schools of 500 or less, and so we fall into the single-A range. So we don't have near as many students as a AAA school, but the kids here love sports, and so we're still able to get a number out for our teams in order to put together a successful team.
I love being the underdog, and that's always nice. You know, when you're the underdog going into a game, it's always nice to you have that pressure on you, right? That you have to prove yourself, and that just pushes all of us. You know, me and the guys on the team just pushes us to always prove ourselves every single game. And it's always nice when you're a single-A school and you beat a AA or AAA school because you feel like you've accomplished something.
Actually, pretty promising coming out of elementary school. We won our first two losses in grade 9 and 10, quite comfortably actually too. And then grade 11 and 12. Grade 11 was kind of a bump in the road. But now this year we have a really good team. We have a good group of guys. We're all pretty much a family, including the coaches, all that kind of stuff.
Westminster doesn't have the amount of club players that many other schools have. The team works hard to improve their skills and compete with AA and AAA schools.
A lot of the boys here, they come from all walks of life, so we have boys that come from a number of different countries. A lot of them played basketball a little bit growing up. They are generally street ball players. They love their pickup basketball. They're on the outdoor courts in the summer, open gyms whenever they can, so that's how a lot of their basketball formed, or love for basketball formed. And then they came here, and again, that love continued to grow at Westminster. And they're on the court all the time. They come into the gym in the morning. They come to get the keys to open the gym and shoot before school starts. They come in at lunch, and then they practice hard after school. And so basketball is a big part of their life.
The Westminster coaches focus on building good students as well as good athletes. Many players on the team are involved in other extracurricular activities or work to help support their families.
So I'm Student Council Prime Minister. I'm also Mowgli in our production of The Jungle Book. I'm also MSA Executive. I'm also Yearbook Committee Executive. What else? We also play volleyball at the beginning of the year, which was awesome. And yeah, I'm also outside of school. I also am a VP of Marketing for a junior achievement company. Vitech is our junior achievement company. And then yeah, just things all throughout.
Like my other team at Wasif, I'm also in Student Council Minister of Internal Affairs, MSA President, Yearbook Committee Executive. I've also did club volleyball for a couple years. I also like to pride myself in school on my academic average. I like to try and keep that high. You know, that's like one of my bigger focuses. That school and sports. I like to consider myself a student athlete. Student always comes first. Athlete comes second, of course. But when you love two things at once, you know, you gotta kind of find your passion and work hard with it. You know.
The Wildcats have entered into 3 tournaments in addition to their league schedule, and they're building on each game to reach their season goals.
We've won 3 consolation finals so far, right? So, which is 3rd place, and all those tournaments have been big tournaments, AAA tournaments, right? And us being a single-A school, placing in AAA tournaments is really good for us, right? We had a tournament in Cambridge, one at Mitchell, right? And SAB, and both those we won consolation finals, which was really good for us.
We've had a really good season so far. We've beat a number of AAA teams, AA teams, and had a lot of success. And I think a lot of times people underestimate Westminster, and they see us as that small school. We don't have a lot of club players in our building, but the boys here, they work hard, and you can never tell them that they're the underdog because they're going to play their hardest every single time, and there's never a game they go out on the court that they don't think they can win.
So we always have a chip on our shoulder, whatever game we go into. Whether it's a really big team, a small team, we always have a chip on our shoulder. People are always trying to set us back, but once we get that win, or once we start we feed off that energy, and we kind of use it towards success and try and feed off that energy, of course.
There's one main goal in mind for the Wildcats: to be competing in London in March.
Ultimately, our team's goal is to win TV Raw, and we want to win WASA as well, and make it to OFSA, which is being held in London this year. So that is the team goal, and we're going to work every day towards meeting that, and the boys are excited for that.
OFSA. That's the plan, OFSA.
We're hoping for OFSA this year. We're going all the way.
Reporting for the home team, I'm Kyle Gosley.
And that's all for this episode of The Home Team. I'm your host, Jeff Shaughnessy. If you have an interesting sports story you'd like to share, you can get in touch with us on Twitter @HomeTeamRTV. To my colleague Mark at work, good luck the rest of the way in the office hockey pool. And remember, whether you're cheering from the stands or the couch, the home team has you covered. See you next time.